The Dynasty Podcast is a free-flowing conversation that occasionally touches on mature subjects. You were warned. The Dynasty Podcast is brought to you by Jumbo Donuts. Get a delicious blueberry muffin, bacon and cheese sandwich, or the Jumbo Donuts world-famous chocolate-covered donut. Don't be a fool. Start the day off right at your local Jumbo Donuts.
It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to meet the assholes on the Dynasty tonight. That's right. It's time to put on makeup. It's time to dress up right. It's time to raise the curtain on the Dynasty tonight. Why do we always come here? I guess we'll never know. It's like some kind of torture to have to watch the show. And now let's get things started. Why don't you get things started? It's time to get things started on the most sensational, inspirational, celebrational, sexuational. This is what we call the Dynasty Podcast. And now, coming to you live from Riverdale Studios, your host, the one, the only, Eric Costanza!
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to episode number 10 of the Jumbo Donuts Dynasty Podcast. This is your host, Eric Costanza. Edition number 3 of the Riverdale Gazette has been mailed, and if you haven't already, you should be receiving it very shortly. I've also emailed the updated version of the Dynasty spreadsheet. As always, please review it for its accuracy.
We have ourselves breaking news from the world of the Dynasty.
Brought to you by Jumbo Donuts. Holy shitballs. Before I even got my feet wet into this goddamn podcast, we already got ourselves some goddamn breaking news, but so is the Dynasty. I've just been handed a telegraph of some sort, and it is in hieroglyphics, but if I am translating this appropriately, it appears as if the Amber Alerts and the Hong Kong Cavaliers have agreed upon a trade. I want to say this is the Alerts' 69th trade this season. Anywho, it looks like they have traded for running back Rashard Mendenhall, and it looks like they will be dealing to Hong Kong a 2012 sixth round pick. So Coach Johnny C gets another running back, and he's given up another pick. He's really shooting for it. My hat's off to his intense effort to try to continuously make his team better. While Coach Whiffen is apparently, from where I sit, it looks like he is, really now trying to load up again for next year, although he still is remaining competitive. So, good deal, approved, stamp it. Now, this particular podcast is going to be a little bit different. The guest coach on the show later will be the guards, coaches Jeff and Jerry Guard. And since we don't get those two together very often, I did want to take full advantage of the opportunity of having them on the show. So I want to clear up some time in order to get those two crazy people on and to talk to them for as long as I can. So with that being said, we're not going to have a last week's results or a power ranking segment on the podcast this week. And we are going to have a quick abbreviated version of...
Now, let's take a look into the future with next week's matchups.
Week 11 is another set of divisional matchups, and in the Jumbo Donuts Game of the Week, we got the 7-3 Yellow Peril against the 7-3 Amber Alerts. One of these squads will go 8-3, and will have a much easier path into the playoffs, while the other will drop to 7-4 and will likely be fighting for one of those last wildcard berths. We also have the 5-5 Handy Quacks versus the 8-2 Riverdale Scoopers. Handies did beat Scoop last outing. There's also the 6-4 Heritage Park Hunters against the 1-9 Iron Dogs. The 1-9 Rockdalian Senators up against the 7-3 new number 1 power-ranked South Riverdale Division leading Brutal Deluxe. The 4-6 Soul Glow is going up against the surging 5-5 Negro Damas. That's an interesting game. And then lastly, the 4-6 Hong Kong Cavs up against the 5-5 Bubba Gump Shrimp. I believe it was reported that with another loss, Bubba Gump may be on the verge of an extremely large fire sale of his squad. Or with a win, he may be going balls out for it. So, big game there. And now, on the Jumbo Donuts hotline, we have ourselves co-coaches of the 1-9 Iron Dogs, Coach Jeff and Jerry Guard. Coaches, I just shit my pants because I'm very happy that you're both here on the show, and thank you very much for being here today.
Fuck you!
Okay. I do want to give you both a heads up. We're going to be asking some, tough, interesting questions. I know obviously it hasn't been the greatest of seasons for you guys, and I appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule to talk to us, and I appreciate, you being able to answer some of the tough questions. So I just wanted to give you that heads up.
Don't need to do shit.
So the first question I have here, I guess we should just start off with what happened last week. You guys put up a very good fight against Coach Johnny C's Amber Alerts, but you ended up losing by just 2 points. Can you tell us what went wrong, and feel free, maybe Jeff, if you want to answer first, and then, Iron Man, you can fill in right how you'd like.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much the story of our season, isn't it? That's where everyone's supposed to laugh out loud. Yeah, that's pretty much the story of our season. Just coming up 1 point, 2 points short. Johnny Hooper's by 2 points. Yeah, we're just getting cunted out of any chance at dignity. We really thought for 90% of Sunday into Monday there, we really thought we were gonna play the spoiler on the Amber Alerts, but that just goes to show you what kind of season we're having. We're definitely feeling what Brutal Deluxe was feeling last year. It's just getting cunted out when you felt like you were going to win, but it's not quite going how we thought it was going to. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as far as you comparing yourself to Brutal Deluxe, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Brutal lead? I think he was like second in the league last year in points. I think you guys aren't quite there, but I certainly hear what you're saying as far as at least last week is concerned, and being on top and hoping and thinking you were going to win and putting up a good fight, but just didn't work out for you. Coach Ironman, I'd like to ask you the next question now. Obviously, you guys aren't having the best season as you would hope. You're 1-9. The Power Rankings Association currently has you as the 12th worst team in the league. You're averaging a league low 69 points per game. You have the league's worst passing and rushing ranks, and you lost to the Rockdalian Senators just a few weeks ago in what the league named the Toilet Bowl. What do you want to say to the legions of Iron Dog fans that are there with you? Every week they're there, they're celebrating, they're hoping for a win. What do you have to say to your fans?
Well, as one of the illustrious coaches, Scooper, once said, it's all luck, so it really doesn't matter.
Well, I actually never said it was all luck. I wrote a 500-page article in the Riverdale Gazette last year, which...
No skill, just luck. That's a quote.
Yeah, no, I think I said 70. I've preached this for many years now. 75%